All right. We're hanging out with
The leader's
Swank
just done a 201.54.
just for something a little different on a Sunday. Do a bit of practice.
The leader has just done a 159.41. The leader has just done a 159.00.
It'll be nice to break 2 and get it under 2 minutes. But how long we got? Oh, we might have time to get a lap in. We got distracted and binned it.
All clear, push now.
Why is it showing Road Atlanta when I changed it? Weird, man. Well, it's all about getting tires up to temp. Well, Lake Silverstone, we can hang out here next week. Ems is at VIR, which is going to be about as probably about as clean as Road Atlanta. Have similar issues. If you arc that too much, it'll want to spin. The heck was that? Low pressures. There were low pressures. Low pressures, low brakes, cold track. Ish. Not that cold. That doesn't help me get a lap time there, bud.
right after. 2 of them. Okay, so if you're into that sort of thing, if you're really into it, I say you're welcome to you're welcome to cruise in. To the IMSA sesh. Okay. Which is at, where's IMSA again? It's IMSA's at Ver. It's gonna be a spicy week of Ver. It could be also a dead week, but whatever. You know, I say screw it. No.
90 seconds.
That Mel Gibson? Probably not. Oh, I was going to put on the chat because I forgot to put on the
60
chat.
seconds. Seconds.
All right, I wish I was up there, hot and spicy, but we're back here in row 5. That's okay. That's right. That's right. We got row 6 behind me. That's row 6 back there. That's Shane. Damon, that's a white livery and Brett. Wait, which one? You talking about this one here?
Cold tires all around. The track temp is 31 Celsius. The air temp is 22.
Front left? Oh, this one here. Or you like this one? Kind of like a,
Okay, rolling starts. Follow car number 8.
Yeah, I like those asynchronous
right
ones. You know, I find you can just like, you can kind of like go get some you can like get wallpapers, like desktop wallpapers, and you just kind of like use them as like a base.
75 kilometers per
like
hour.
if you're unable to open like a Photoshop. I just, outside of Photoshop, I can't use, I mean, like I've tried to use GIMP, but it's just like, no.
Okay, Shane, get ready.
Uh-oh, we got a boy off over here. We got a boy off.
Welcome to Swank Nation.
Well, I'm gonna clear.
Go.
I gotta change my settings
Car left.
real quick.
Still there. Yellow flag.
Nice. It could
Clear
have been a lot
left.
worse.
There's an incident
This
in
is probably what we'll expect
Selly,
on
car
tomorrow.
right. You're in the clear all around.
Nice, thank you. Good.
Left side. There's an incident. Turn to the left.
It's all good, it's all good.
And Roman, clear left. Right side's clear.
Okay, that's okay.
Incident
Try,
in
dude.
the loop.
Oh,
Looks like
there's somebody
it's
on my
Gibson.
right. Hot and spicy on my right. Okay. We're fine.
Good start.
See, this is what we gotta do out here sometimes. It's part of the process.
Car left.
Right? This track is hard.
Still there.
Honestly,
Clear
this
left.
track,
All
this
right,
is
Shane.
a tough
The next
combo.
car is
That's why I said, that's why I wasn't joking early on. I said, boys, you're gonna have to dig deep. You're gonna have to dig deep for me this week. Right? Break a little earlier if you have to, you know? Do what you gotta do to keep her straight.
Car right. Hold your line.
Elbows are out. Yeah, dude.
Clear
Well, on
right
this track, I mean, it's just kind of the nature of the track as well. Like, the track kind of forces your elbows out. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. Usually dead? I don't know. I hope. Well, yeah, maybe for IMSA, it usually is.
7,
For GT3, though,
0.8.
sometimes all sorts of crazy things pop off in GT3. You never know. I think GT3 only is much more appealing to a lot of higher rated drivers. just because of the fact that it's less likely to be taken out by a meteor strike, let's say. Just a random act of God. Which still, IMSA Silverstone invites that, I mean, prototypes. I mean, this is a tough track for prototypes. It's a tough track for GT3. Like, I mean, those 2K prototype drivers, dude. Sorry, but yeah, this track. It's probably just too hard. It's too hard. I could be wrong. More popular than the Ver? I don't know. I have no idea. It seems like typically when we get a decent race in here of 10 guys, it means that it'll be good. It won't be super popular, but I would guess that maybe like, maybe at midnight my time, we'll probably see maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like around 60 plus. Maybe enough for 2 splits, maybe enough for 1 split even. Possibly. I gotta move my ABS down to, I think it was 4 actually. Yeah, that's what it was, it was 4. Let's try 4 and 53. Oh yeah, that's it. Such a huge difference, it's crazy.
Roman is getting closer. The gap's now 0.5.
Turn the Delta on, now we're ready. Picnic, hello. Foul Minion, yo. Yeah, Silverstone is. I don't know if I would say, I wouldn't agree with you necessarily that it's.
Clear right.
I don't know yet. I don't know if I've ever really done much of it. A lot of times I feel like
don't panic. We'll get him back.
I'm in an open wheel car here.
The leader's just done a 158.85.
But I certainly have never been hooked up here in a GT3 car. I don't know if I've ever raced here before. I think I have, but it's pretty rough. And these conditions might be, what's the conditions? Conditions are pretty neutral.
That was a
and that's probably why they picked them
3-0. Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds off the pace.
Because they knew that it was going to be pretty tough. Which is actually, I like the conditions that they chose. Rain would have been too difficult for most people. Like a fair weather day is like exactly what you need for these cars to work here. Because if it was like any, well, I guess colder. Although I guess there's. What do you think the temperature wise?
Okay, Shane.
If we're at like 70 degrees
10 minutes left.
Fahrenheit right now. What is the coldest it goes before the grip starts to drop again? Or is just colder or is always better? Like colder track temperature, I'd imagine is kind of always better as long as it's dry. Or is it not that case? Does that make sense? Like also like because the heat wise, tires can get too hot eventually. Well, 5.1, we're not gaining on these boys. We got Derek up there, dude. He's killing it. He's killing it up there. All right, let's go ahead and try to lock in a little bit. See if we can bring him down. .1.
The gap to White ahead is now 0.7. New fastest lap for Lux, 158.47. Need to slow down and give back some time. P13.
Yeah, TC6 is the way to go.
5.2. 5.1. Oh, no, we're getting him. Let's turn the TC down to 6 now. Whoops. No, that's not it. I'm gonna let this guy through.
Incident in Cops. It looks like white.
You did that on purpose.
Nope. The car ahead is Sally, car number 246, and their rating is 4.3.
Lower track temp is best, lower humidity too. Just not getting my car around as much as I would like. Let's bleed this off real quick. All right, what else can I do? I feel like 7 TC is probably the best I can do.
The car in front has just posted a 158.80. Okay, Shane, halfway home. Fuel looks good. E12. The gap to B30 behind is now 3.0 seconds.
I see. He turns in just a slight bit earlier. There, he definitely cuts that corner at the beginning. Nice. Okay. That helps a little bit. We are catching Jordan, though. Should I go to 3? Oh, geez, that's bad. Is that no? Okay, well, that's workable, though. We want to use that X out there. Is that another X? No, no, no. Oh, man. Savage. Get it. Get up in there. Get up in there. Dude, let me watch him. I'm missing something. Clearly missing something. I think it was a little faster naturally with the Mustang. But I'm not as hooked up in this car at the
5
moment.
minutes left. The guy in front is Swank, car number 8, and their rating is 4.1.
Let's just try to follow his line here. Too much, too much. I didn't see him bap the brakes at all there. Just lifted. That's too deep. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe just me being bad in the Merc.
There's an incident in Luffield. Looks like it's Sally. The gap to Myers behind is increasing. It's now 3.6 seconds. The car in front of us is now Sally, car number 246, and their rating is 4.3. to Sally. Ahead is now 3.4.
That last lap that you ran there, that was really, really nice.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. There's an incident in Cops. We think it might be White.
Whatever you gotta do, man, you're gonna come to the white flag.
One more lap to go. There's an incident in turn 3. It looks like Sally. Alright Shane, the next car is Swank, car number 8, and their rating is 4.1. Incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Roman. Incident in Chapel. We think it might be White.
Silver to
yellow.
Ensign.
Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
Hello, guys. Hello. God, my hair's just like, I gotta like knock it down a little bit. There we go. Just fluff it out a little bit. That's what I gotta do. Just fluff it out.
Not a problem I have.
It's better-ish. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and withdraw, and then we're gonna withdraw. And we're gonna do another hosted. And then we're gonna do last setting here. And then we're going to do IMSA. And we're going to add. Let's see.
That's the
Ver,
end
we
of the
might have to
session.
do 20 in order to get traffic. So we're gonna do 20.
So if you don't know, Drew Swank, another streamer, he runs a test session on a Sunday afternoon for the GT and the GT cars and for the IMSA cars. So we're hanging out with him this afternoon. So you'll probably hear him talk a lot. He talks. I thought I'd talk a lot. He talks constantly. But we'll give it a go. All right, he's bringing up another hosted. We'll go join that here in a sec. And so I don't have his stream going, but I'm in his Discord.
Let's take a look at the schedule really quickly, see what this looks like. Guys,
All right,
welcome
so while he's
in.
bringing
It's a
that up, I'm
pleasure
going to
to
grab a
have you.
cup of coffee.
It's a pleasure to have you guys in here.
And we're back with a cup of coffee. Yeah, buddy. Alright, has he got that new thing up yet? Yes, he does.
Oopsies. I'm watching. Let's go. Okay. And then I could like turn this off maybe. Let's disable that for this one.
Wow, it's some lag.
I guess I could just leave chat up as well. Something like that. Maybe I get rid of myself as well. Can I move it over here? Oopsies. Move that there. Let's just try that. I'm gonna click play here. Am I loading? Hold on. Sorry, too many keyboards and too many mice. So sorry. Here, let me just let me multitasking. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, you guys ready now? Hello. We're gonna watch a quick video. I'm gonna load in though in the background.
Alright, what's going on? So, loading the VIR to do a have fun with the Swank crew, and he's watching a video, so we're going to video of. I can do that. Can I do that? While I'm on an ad, I can't see what's going on. Oh, I have it muted.
I believe the next frontier in performance is the mind. We knew that race car drivers are specially trained. They go through their race, with lots of concentration, but we didn't know exactly where we could actually see this in the brain, or to what extent mental preparation plays a role in success. For the first time, Ford has used an EEG on drivers to read the electrical signals from the brain. It showed us how professional drivers and everyday people perform under pressure in a racing simulator both before and after mental preparation. So we focused in on a few different techniques that racing drivers use to get in the zone. So one of them was like a breathing meditation and a visualization technique using keywords to describe the track ahead.
The same brain areas are used during mental performance as they are with physical performance. The experiment is actually quite exceptional using expert drivers, which is a population that researchers don't often have access to, and using also control group of normal drivers.
What we actually find is fascinating.
There's this ability of a race car driver to be always on. They're switched in, they're using the maximum of their capacity to the task at hand.
We were able to witness just how differently the brains function compared to members of the public. Traveling at high speed in a state of high focus, the brains perform up to 40% better than you or I.
The interesting thing we found was that if we had normal people doing some mental exercise, they also could reach this higher performance.
In fact, compared to the control group,
And there you go. Now let me try to go back to the other. Oh, I thought it was joining.
It's clear that races can be
Okay,
won
now
or
we're
lost
joining.
in the mind.
Guys, welcome in. Is that cool or what? I
Based on this research, we're developing.
I thought it was pretty sweet. Let's also go to something else here. Okay, chair driving. Okay, I'm gonna change back to this other. Let's see if it all comes back. Oh, I could just do the regular thing. Okay, that works. I don't think I need a transition, but There we go. That was ish. I mean, that was like, it's a step in the right direction. Okay, it's fine. Yo, what do you think about that? Pretty cool though, right? I thought it was
That was
insane.
very cool.
I watched that last night. I was like, wow, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've been kind of curious.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
All right, see if we can get around this track.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
The last time we drove at VIR wasn't that long ago. Hello, tires. Hello, cold tires. Weird. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. I don't know. We'll pop in.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Your
Got
tyres
his,
are cold. Watch out.
Got his Discord on too, so we don't have to listen. So what the Silverstone setup was really stiff, especially the front end. But for some reason, better drivers, but for some reason, all the GT3 setups for the Mustang this year, and I haven't driven a bunch of other cars, but I think the Corvette was the same when I was driving the Corvette earlier. They've got all the sway bars maxed. And then they have really stiff shock settings. So there's
182.91.
just really no compliance. It's not a Formula One car, so I don't want to rely on the tyres for compliance.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
I must have done a league race here not too long ago. I remember getting excited that I was able to essentially threshold and trail brake to the apex these new tires, which made me very excited.
V2.
Nope, overcooked it. I'm trying to... Well, that's how you take it in LMP3. This isn't an LMP3, Shane. Still trying to take the old LMP3 line, which arcs it right out onto the patch of asphalt that's out past the old part of the track, and then arc it right in, which
The leader's just done a 147.01.
I typically do enjoy. It's just that not on cold tires. You fall off the track. Could be cold tires.
Are you talking about front engine? That's like saying the Civic Type R was never part of the IMSA. Fan of Max Verstappen. But ever since he said that front wheel drive is completely boring and it's wrong, wrong way driving, I think he said that. Well, I mean, it's probably ignorance, really. He might come around someday. I wouldn't throw out his entire person with it, but I mean, it's He's probably just a little, you know, he's obviously a little stubborn, I'm sure about. I mean, yeah. But he probably experiences it at a totally different level than we do. That's for sure. All I know is that I did a lot of TCR coaching. I got a lot of coaching with a high-level driver. And I really hated it. I really hated it at first, but then I grew to love it the more I did it. Right?
Pressures are
There's
good.
definitely a moment where you break through, but I mean, I'm sure.
Low grip, I'm guessing.
Max
What do we
knows
got?
all the things that I
Yeah,
learned
low grip, green.
as well, and then some, you know, so I don't know. I mean, I understand like where he's coming from some extent, which is it's like it's sort of backwards, right? Like the way the car needs to be driven is sort of backwards from what is kind of needed, especially if you're thinking about things in the way he's obviously thinking about them, like those particular lines. Your lines are definitely different in TCR. So that's for sure. Not dramatically, but it's just so different. So I mean, I could see why he would hate that, but especially coming from open wheel. I mean, when you look at open wheel, I mean, it would be different if he came from GT3, right, or whatever. If he was like a GT3 master first and foremost and only, you know. I mean, and then at that point I could see him. But it's like coming from open wheel. It's like the extreme opposite end of what open wheel style is, you know? So it's like from his perspective, it probably just feels like an understeery disaster compared to what you could do with an open wheel car. So anyways, not to defend him, I didn't ever hear about that, but you know, anyways, that's my 2 cents on TCR. Immunity driving is boring when you compare it to driving in a real, yeah, well, that's fair too. Well, but he's also got like, you know, it's mostly open wheel driving.
Okay, Shannon, 15 minutes left. That's
at least
15
at a professional
minutes.
level.
The leader has just done a 146.
But I mean, his
3.5.
GT3 3ness is popping out of control at Nürburgring. So I'd imagine if we ever get a chance to see how he performs in a TCR car, then I'm sure we might see him like break a world record as well while hating it as well. So that's just the type of person he is, you know.
Welcome on in.
But I think it's preferential as well. I mean, TCR. I mean, let's be honest though. TCR.
He talks a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's hard. They're hard to drive, especially like. Yeah, I wish there was a super TCR. I'll say that. That's what's been on my mind. Super TCR. I think that if we had like some sort of like GT3ified version of the TCR car, you know what I mean? Like, get my Honda. I mean, do you want to talk about a Honda Civic Type R? What about a Honda Civic GT3 TCR?
No.
Super TCR.
Definitely not. No.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that would make things better or worse.
No, it wouldn't.
In the TCR department, but
Nope.
I'm just curious. I want to know. I want to know.
Maybe
I should download a mod though. It'd probably be horrible though. I mean, more power in TCR probably just makes it worse. Anyways, front wheel drive is not
That's
wrong.
your fastest lap today. You've just done a 149.12.
I mean, it definitely works better for, I'll say this, for like rally. You know, I mean, rally front wheel drive
18 years?
is pretty rad. You know, same type of thing though, right? It's just like you have to plan ahead so much more in with front wheel drive, right? You can't just send it in. You have to really pre-plan stuff a lot more, and when you're rallying in a front wheel drive.
iRacing came out in 2008.
So that's why I like a front wheel drive in rally, is that it takes a lot more.
P3.
iRacing came out in 2008, July. I was a member from August. The first slide was definitely cooler.
It's like up all the way. I still can barely hear him. Chickity check, chickity check. Is that too? Was that too loud? There we go. Is that better? Welcome in here, guys. You guys think this is gonna be popular? It's kind of dead looking, isn't it? There's not many people in here. Wow. Well, what do you guys think is gonna be hot next week? Should we throw in an audible? You guys want to audible it up? We don't even have to do this first. I have to pee though. You guys want to come up with some ideas?
All right, he's not talking to me. He's fine. Hey, so we're within a second of actually we're within a second. In the same car, super fast guy. Yeah, Drew's pretty fast. And then there's a guy 2 seconds a lap faster again. So we're getting a better push. I'm gonna.
What happened?
Change the what? Oh, what happened to my car? What happened to what? Let's go have a look. So I got on the dirty side and spun the car, and then the tires got dirty, so when I went around the next corner they had no grip. They spin it at the top of the S's. And I missed the apex, which means I turned the wheel too much, which means the rear wheels lost traction. And then when I came back...
Okay.
I had no grip.
Word.
But what's cool is I can do this.
Oh. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
And I can do this. And I can do this. I can do a little bit of ego surfing.
Have you played it?
No, I don't have ACC. I've got Assetto Corsa, LMU, F125, Forza Horizon, AMS2. Did he see him? I don't think he saw the first slide, even though it was only 2 seconds back. Of course, I dropped off the hill. That wouldn't have helped. So that one he saw. Yeah, that one I don't know if he saw. No, he didn't. Already sliding off the track. And I held my brakes like a good boy. Ah, swank, 3 seconds. That's not cool, man. I gotta get faster. Drop that. Drop that. Only a 20-minute race. Let's change the setup to the sprint setup. Which doesn't have any less gas on it. But if it's a 20-minute race and it has 30, let's see what that gives us. Oh, failed. Much weight out, and it did what? Load the splitter? That's weird. Okay. Let us oop. 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 That'll do. Alright. Let's see if we can, So basically we've, taken a little bit of fuel out to see that's 20 minutes.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
For a 15-minute race, that should be fine.
Trouble with the tires overheating on higher speed corners. Do similar things happen on a racing? If so, what do you recommend?
Yeah, it's the So the heat of a tire is a function of the energy that you put through the tire combined with the grip level of the track and the temperature of the track. Other things, so if you're pushing too hard, essentially, if you're sliding the tires, which is easy, the ACC is more tolerant. I know about ACC even though I haven't driven it. So my understanding is that ACC is a little bit more tolerant to sliding the tires. iRacing tires just turn to crap if you slide them. They spike and then they're trash. So you can slide the tires in ACC a little bit more and still drive, but they are going to make the tires super hot. So most games and real life, the tires have an operating window. So if you see my dash, you can see that on the right side the tire temps are 58, 57, 57, 56. They're still a little cool. 60 to 80 is probably the peak grip for these tires. But you'll notice that the bits that are blue are the left side, which is my brakes, and the tire pressures. So if the tire pressure is low, that means the carcass is going to move around and you're not going to have the ride height, because as a tire gets to pressure, the ride height comes up. So generally the car's a bit shit. Once you get everything to where you're happy, then you can keep an eye. I think ACC's got that really cool tire gauge where you can see the inner, middle, and outer, and the wear and the temperature. Which is a lot of words to say. Find out how much you can overdrive the car before it penalizes.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
And then drive it just a little bit less than that. I come from the oval side of things, and so I'm used to trying to make a set of tires last an entire tank of fuel and try and maintain pace best I can. So I drive 8 to 9 tenths in an attempt to have something at the end of the run, so that if an opportunity arrives, I should have better tires than those around me. Just a strategy thing. Does that help?
They don't make a new Pontiac anymore. That line kind of died off.
That takes these new tires on iRacing are on. They're on a few of the cars. GT3s, GTPs, Ferrari Challenge, etc. And they take, more realistically, they take a few laps to come in.
So Chevy made a hyper bit. Think an American version of a hypercar is that cool.
We got one. It's called a Cadillac. It's by General Motors.
Yeah, but they made a street car. You can't drive a GT on the street legally.
Actually, that's an interesting question. Does the Valkyrie pass the US DOT laws?
No, because it would have to be 25 years. No, I take that back.
Can we stick a really ugly wing on the front like Lamborghini did with the Countach?
You're going to look at import rules on that one. But normally the rule is 25 years out, unless they want to pay the tariff.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Let's go ahead and advance it. Might as well. Everybody's kind of taking a moment, so let's go ahead and advance it. I'm gonna go pee really quickly. Let's go do qualifying. You guys have, if you guys wouldn't mind looking at, if you're in here right now and you want to do something special, if you're into that sort of lifestyle,
Checker flags out. P4.
Swank.
which is what do you guys want to do? Maybe like after this, if we do like if you guys want to do like something different, that's different than this because
That's
this
the
is
end
dead.
of the session. P4.
Different than Silverstone as well. I'm gonna go pee. I have to go pee. Just give me like 60 seconds. I swear I'll go really fast. Don't go in. I'll be right back.
Hear me out.
Does the pressure of the tires relate to the heat of them?
It does, but it's not, you know, the heat. How does the heat relate to the pressure? A lot of the games these days, so back in the day, we used to change tire pressures to act as a spring. So like on NASCAR, if you wanted the car to turn more, you could increase the tire pressure of the right rear, which would give it a bit more oomph as if you were tightening the spring, but not as bad. These days, pretty much all the cars are running
Celsius.
the lowest pressures allowed. And like even in Formula One, Pirelli says this is the minimum pressure that you can run the tires at, and they pretty much all the cars run the same pressures.
What do you guys think? Do you guys want to? Well,
so it's not so much a setting, but it's so low pressure tires. They move, which generates friction, which increases heat. Higher pressure tires will get hotter faster, but then will not go peaky because they're not as getting as much friction once they hit the pressure. They're not gonna go super high usually. And it's dealing with margins of increments. You know, I typically want to have a car that I can drive, and preferably one that I can push, as opposed to a car that I'm hanging on to that's really, really fast if I don't mess up. So while that's like the setup that I'm in, I pay for my setups, but I tweak them now to make them more compliant this way, left, right. So a softer spring or a softer shock, to a certain extent, also a harder bump stop, for instance, slows the movement down. So it's not as reactive when you drive, so some people don't like that. I'm looking for riding the bumps, having a little bit of give, and having a feel for the car so that I can try and put the car where I want. I want to put the tire on that rumble strip. I want to put the left tires on that rumble strip and then run to that rumble strip. And I've got my car set up so I can actually feel that. I've got haptics on my pedals, and then when I run over a rumble strip on the left side, the left pedal rumbles to the right. Plus I got a cushion that does the same thing under my butt. And that really helps me. So I like that. It's just, where have you got the car placed? I'm not going to bother qualifying because there's only 5 of us. There you go. Yes, but not enough to really worry about. I haven't touched tire pressures on a setup in years, and it used to be the first thing I changed. Oh, the car is oversteering. Pump up the front tires just a little bit. That takes away a little bit of grip from the front, which balances the car. But if the tires are already as low as they go and you're looking for front end grip, you can't then lower the tires. It's fascinating stuff. Well, not when I first started, but after a couple of years, I ran a setup shop called BustaWrench, and I did approachable versions of the iRacing setups for the three. Here on my lip. For the three top NASCAR series, the trucks, the B and the A's. They were all under different names back then. And so yeah, I used to spend my weekends doing that, and I'm really glad I don't have to do that anymore. I'd rather just drive and chat and have fun and work on my stuff. But I've read a lot of books on strategy and tactics and racing and race car vehicle dynamics and all sorts of stuff like that over the years. Then I took a decade off from 2014 to 2024. Now I'm back.
The leader's just done a 148.00.
But if you like ACC, you'd like LMU. It's got some similarities in that the car is more alive. iRacing's made some really good.
I am having trouble at Monza. I spin at Ascari loads. Do you have any tips for low downforce tracks?
Yeah, brake earlier. Slow in, fast out. Make sure you're comfortable on your line where you're going to turn in. I would do it at 8/10. So it's really easy in a game because you got resets and you set down limit sets of tires and everything else to push too fast, too quickly. And that usually ends up in bad things. So if you treat it, it's not real life, it's a game, you want to have fun. But if you realize that when you're watching TV, the drivers are doing 3-4 laps before their qualifying run, and we're trying to do it on cold tires, that taking a few laps just to come up to speed with how the track is right now. For instance, that's what I don't like. Track status is carryover. In iRacing, they've now got, and I'm sure ACC is the same, the grip level comes up as the cars put down laps. The track temperature, as I was talking about before, and the air temperature all have factors.
The leader has just done a 147.50.
And so what is really cool about sim racing now as opposed to 10 years ago is that you do have to adjust how you're driving from session to session. You can't just say, okay, this is the way to get the ultimate time. Brake here, turn here, get on the gas here, profit. Monza is one of my favorite tracks, by the way. For Ascari, you're only coming down 2 or 3 gears to Ascari. You don't necessarily have to really jump on the brakes. So you could use a little less brake for a little longer. How many? 20 meters? So maybe instead of braking at the 100-meter board, brake at the footpath that's 20 meters back from that. If that doesn't work, there's a bridge that's like another 20 meters back from that. that doesn't work, then there's the 150, 200 markers, if I remember correctly.
Right. And I've got ideas, but you'd have to buy land, right? Like it would be like Wyoming or something. Let's say, right? Buying a lot of land where let's say it's hilly, naturally, you know, a lot of undulations naturally, let's say, right? And then just so happens that you buy a plot of land that would be a sick little racetrack with some undulations. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's what I'm talking. It's called building the next Nürburgring in America. Okay.
Car number 5.
Okay.
We've got cold tires.
Is
We
it
need to
that
get
hard?
some heat into them.
Is it that hard to have that big of a dream? Okay. Sorry, just kidding. I want to build a
rolling
modern
start.
chateau.
We need to
yeah.
follow car
Well, in
number
Wyoming,
6.
you can buy a
The right
chateau.
lane.
You can buy a chateau
D.
for California apartment dollars, dude.
I
Safety
bought them
car
all.
speed is 85
Early.
kilometers per
What
hour.
DLCs do you
I'm not
recommend
even
buying?
joking.
So the cool thing is, you don't have to buy any of them. You can just buy the base game, and then you can run that
Catch up to car number 6.
online.
What's up?
Hey, Duckwood! So yeah, with LMU, you don't have to buy any of the DLCs. You get
no.
We need to catch car number 6.
We all lag.
GTEs, GT3, GTP, LMN2s. You get a couple of everything.
Be ready. Green, green, green.
But I bought the big package before they announced the subscription. So you can run multiplayer without the subscription, but there's also a subscription where you can do additional stuff.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, I just put 2 wheels on the grass with cold tires, and that's
The next car is white. Car number 8. B license. And their rating is 0.8.
Yes, I know. He's not a great driver, but still got to get past him cleanly. Be nice.
Okay, Shane, you're reeling. White in. The gap is now 1.6 seconds.
So we're hanging out with Drew Swank, doing some practices and just chilling. When I hit the button, you'll hear him talk because he doesn't shut up. Apparently, I can't brake. Nah, tires just aren't warm yet. We're good.
Come back, Swank.
P2.
Oh, it's because I got my ABS on 7.
You're reeling. White now 0.24. Left side. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. Clear, clear, clear.
Had to hit the brakes too much to get it round the corner.
On your right. He's still there. He's still there. Clear right. Clear, clear. Come on, Shane. Keep pushing. We must car left. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear left.
What Mason?
Clear.
What
A secret
series
to
is your
this-
favorite in iRacing?
They're all different now. I actually like the Gen 4s.
Right side's clear. Right side. Clear right. Don't car right. Right side's right side. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Okay, Shane, the next car is Swank, car number 6, and their rating is 4.1.
Come on, give me some tow, Drew.
The pit window is now open. P3. We'll need to pit for fuel by lap 10.
I'm down for whatever. Let's take a look here. MX-5. All right, he's really pushing now.
The gap to White behind is in
Okay,
car
hold on a
left.
second. Hold on a
Clear
second.
left.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's sketchy. Sketchy. It's going
Expect
clear,
to clear
clear,
track on exit.
clear.
When we leave the pits, we
Okay,
think we'll be in
let's see,
P1.
MX-5.
Left front, 95.
Hey, oh, it's
80%.
Virginia.
Right rear, 96.
That's right, MX-5 at Virginia. You guys just want to do Virginia, MX-5? Might as well. That sounds
Go
fun,
get him,
actually, doesn't
Drew.
it? Whoops. Whoopsies. All right, let's get sloppy. I kind of want to get sloppy. Do you guys ever allow yourself to just slop it up?
Idea. MX-5, New Hampshire.
Yeah. MX-5 verse, like, oh, it's North Course? Oh. GR's Mugello.
Oh, jeepers.
Really? Wow, that's actually pretty sick.
Let's see, NASCAR.
You wish?
I like the
As soon as you
trucks
get
at the
2
moment.
wheels on the grass, it's game over.
Yeah, today. It's not usually that bad. I'm not driving particularly well at VIR right now. Because the way we're doing it is, so normally if you get a half-hour practice or an hour practice and you got like 50 cars, then the grip level comes up. This is just green track, so there's not a lot of grip, and I was pushing too hard. So this is what we're talking about. If you push too hard, you slide off the track. Now, you know, that's a reducing radius turn. That's actually quite hard. This is a reducing radius late epic turn. If you get it right, from here you're on the gas. And it's one corner, you're just arcing it around, and then you can really just ride the curbs and shoot up, and you can gain or lose a full second through that complex. Pigpen's about the same. You can lose a whole second through there. So yeah, it's a technical track, and I was pushing too hard. Yep. Now on the oval side, if you do that, you'll just get your tires hot, and you'll get slick, and then you'll hit the wall, or you'll just go slow and get past. But yeah, typically, especially like on low pressures, low temps, or putting too much, or trying to get grip on grass just doesn't work. And now they have a debris system here. So if you see the red and yellow flag, it's a debris flag. Means someone's dragged gravel back on the track, and there's reduced grip. So you have to be careful of that now too. Well, they've made some really good progress this year on, probably in the last year. I think debris came out end of last year. Of making it more realistic, which is great. I think LMU has the edge on tires at the moment. Although the GT3s are probably closer. So.
Okay, Shane, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us.
Suggestion. MX5 North, New Hampshire Roval. New Hampshire's a great club track. It's a very fun and MX5.
Hell
At one point, F3 broadcast used to go there. It's great for small tracks, small cars.
Actually, New Hampshire's okay. I don't like the Charlotte Roval.
Well, I mean, if we were gonna do it, I mean, I would be much more motivated only to practice Virginia North, just because I know Summit will be racing there, and I have a feeling like Summit's gonna really session Ver hardcore. Where is, but also FF1600 is at Tsukuba, right? As well. Let me double check. Because he's been doing MX5 and FF1600, and I have as well. And it's been fun. I've been enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, 1600s are nice. I do like the Formula cars.
I don't know if it's getting faster at GT3, but I'm definitely getting faster at it. I think in some ways it is helping me. Going back to the well. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, this session's been great, Shodu. Dude, Shodu, you are absolute wizard. You're a wizard, Shodu. That's a great name for a wizard.
But yeah, it was really sliding through oak. There used to be an oak tree here, if you don't know VIR.
Brilliant.
That's called Oak Tree because it used to have an oak tree. And they have, I think it's Son of Oak Tree. They managed to get a sapling from it, and they're going to regrow it.
Well, yeah,
I don't know if they're going to plant it back there, but
some formula.
That's cool.
Especially, but
we do occasionally do some formula. I haven't done an F1 race yet, although I did cave and get the car. Not good in it. And then Darkwood hounded me until I got the W12, and that's a lot of fun. But I used to drive everything. So right now I'm trying to get better at the GT3, specifically the Mustang. So I have like 8 GT3s, but I'm trying to drive the Mustang a lot so that more familiar with, basically just get good at one car instead of chasing the meta, which I typically don't do anyway. I don't like being the sheep. But if the meta is Mustang, I'm going to keep driving the Mustang, which it was. Road Atlanta had a lot of Mustangs. Road America seemed to be more Acuras. But in the LMU, you get the Aston Martin that we don't have in iRacing yet. You get the Lexus we don't have in iRacing yet. You get the Aston Martin Valkyrie that we don't have yet. The GTE Aston Martin as well as the GT3 Aston Martin. What else do they have that we don't? Alpine, and then like the boutique GTPs that run European Le Mans and WEC, like Gleckhaus and Van Wall and Lamborghini. What does LMU not have that we have in GT3s? Audi. I think Audi's the only one. LMU's got Audi. But I can also fire up LMU and show you, because
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
they also stream LMU.
What is the difference between the GT3 and GTP?
GTP is the hypercar, so it's that top tier that runs Le Mans and the Rolex 24. So they have the 3 classes. GTP is the fastest. They're the hypercars that are FIA and IMSA did a really cool thing. They got together and they designed the new specs for their hypercars. And there's an LMH and an LMDH. Le Mans hypercar, Le Mans hyper Daytona car, Daytona hypercar. And the idea is that you can run the same spec in different series in different countries. So the Cadillac, the BMW, and the Porsche, it all run both series. IMSA has,
Unfortunately, I don't have enough fuel for the end.
an Acura, and WEC has a few others. So, you know. And the GT3 is what you're watching. It's a race car built to look like a road car, using pretty much the chassis. It starts as a chassis. There's a really good series of videos on how the Mustang was built by Multimedics in England. So they take a Mustang body off the Dearborn, Michigan line at Ford, and they ship it to England. And they take the 5-liter Coyote block, whatever, 5.4 liter, whatever the block is that they have currently, and they ship that over as well. And then when it gets to Multimedics, they chop the front off and they chop the back off. And they probably chop the top off. But nothing else. They keep the safety cell, and then they replace everything else with carbon fiber and race struts, and they take a $70,000 Mustang and they turn it into a $450,000 race car. The GT4 is a step down, and it's closer to the road car. It's got more of the road car chassis still remaining, less go fast bits.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Alright, Swanky, what you got going on? Oh, I finished my coffee. Still talking? Meaning? Oh, he's concentrating.
I give it to you.
But normally if it was a race, I just would have kept going, because I like to finish my races. This is just practice, I didn't really care.
All right, I am.
But we can go bring up LMU and we'll have a look. Because why not?
Seems like Lambo's pretty good though, but he does have less fuel. So we'll see how that shakes out on the race day. It seems like that tiny advantage is probably what's keeping him a little faster, perhaps. Tiny bit.
Oh no, what did I do?
Not by much, but just a little bit.
Oh, phew, I thought I hit the power button.
I don't really like the Lambo, so I'm probably going to stay with the Mustang. Like in cat and mouse chase. I mean, eventually that's what I want to do with AC Evo, though, with you guys, for sure. Like when AC Evo comes out, we're going to do all sorts of awesome stuff in there. But it seems like AC Evo is kind of having some issues. They're kind of like almost a month late. And they're just like, they stop talking to people. There you go. Good stuff. All right, let's go. You guys just wanted to, like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do. I don't know if Ver, I mean, I'd be down to do, if we had like enough people, I could do Ver at MX5 at Ver. I think that would be our best bet. If we were to do something productive, it would be that, or just kind of, Daytona Oval. Is anybody doing it already?
What are they doing?
Oh, these are almost done.
I like Oval. What are we doing?
Oh, wait, Tsukuba. 2000 full.
Not a big fan of that, so let's, I'll bring up LMU and show you. Close everything except chat. The overlays I don't use with LMU. It has its own overlays built in. A lot of the stuff that I use, Race Labs for, not sponsored, is not needed for LMU. They have radar and overlay and lots of stuff. Technically, I don't even need chat, but here's what it is. We
radio check.
All right, favorite track from ACC? Online. All right, so here's my stats. I did like 30 races on my old rig. And then when I got my new rig, I just couldn't run LMU. I was having all sorts of crashes and issues. It was my fault. It wasn't theirs. And I eventually did a motherboard BIOS update, and things settled down. So it was good. So I've done a few races since then. Did finally get a win and some podiums. The thing that was exciting was a couple of fast laps. So that was nice. This is what LMU looks like. It does have a hosted option like a lot of the other games. This is free. I think you can join. Yeah, so they have this, is it showing up? Let me... The race control website, it's not showing up. Okay, so this is, this is race control. I haven't used it a lot. This is how you set up hosted races. You can join, so this is their subscription, and they have two different levels. One gives you all the DLC, one just gives you access to certain things. Let me show you that. So basically I got the DLC package when it was like a season pass, and it was before they came up with race control, so I don't have any of the Race Control Pro stuff. But that does say I can join and create hosted servers. You can join the practice servers in the up to 20 minutes before the race starts, but you can't join normal, what do they call it? There's some additional practice servers and stuff that you can get into, or you can just keep practicing the same track and then come back out, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, that's available. But I don't use it. Apparently I can create races, so let's have a look. Go to hosted, signed in as me, create my own event. Huh, okay, SimGrid, that's different. Guess ACC's through here as well. You can rent servers. Anyway, but I don't really do that. Oh, we could, if I get more into it. So we go back to me. Come on. Alright. And these are the ones that other people have done. Hey, you want to look at Monza? Oh, and they've got the Monza without the first Prima Variante, the first chicane. Alright, so let's just jump in. We're just doing giggles, so we'll bring up Monza for fun. Nice thing is you can save races, so if you wanted to do an endurance race, you can come into the pit or just save it and then pick it up where you left off. And they have some events where it's like a championship, and you can do like a co-op race. Alright, so these are all the tracks. Algarve, Imola, Monza. Do we have the banking? I don't think we have the banking. They do in iRacing.
Is Monza without T1 used in real life?
I don't know. They can. The version where they don't use the second chicane in iRacing, that one's not used because you have to go over the rumble strips. Interlagos, Bahrain. I like Bahrain. My favorite track, Le Mans. Fuji. The track I have the least time on, Lusail, is Qatar. And then I'll just do normal Monza. Oh, and then so they're going to do it by year. And so in 2024 you didn't have GT3s, they had GTEs. And then for this year you've got the Alpine, the Valkyrie, The BMW. Of course, the caddy. All the caddies. Okay, where's the yellow one? My favorite, 499p. One of my other favorites is the Peugeot. Interestingly, the Peugeot didn't have a wing in 2024. Oh, it's just giving us LMP2s. Okay. Porsche. So these are all the GTPs, the hypercars. And, oh yeah, Toyota. We don't have Toyota in iRacing. At least at the hypercar level. We have a GR86. Alright, and then under the GT3s you get the glorious sounding Aston Martin. Less exciting BMW. Ooh, nice color on that. Corvette. The car I drive the most, at least in iRacing. The Lexus was just added along with the Valkyrie, I think the last update. The AMG was just added. They've only just come back. And then, of course, the venerable Porsche. I'll take out the Aston because, oh my god, wait till you hear it. I'll take the green. Actually don't know the difference between the WEC and the Le Mans.
Are the tracks lazier scanned in LMU?
Yes, they are. So the team that produces...
Long time no chat.
Hey, Nasher! What was I saying? Tracks are laser scanned. Oh, the company that makes this game bought the previous company that had R Factor 2, and this is based on R Factor 2, but they've done a really good job with it. That's why at the higher end, if you take the subscription, you get all the available mods for R Factor 2 as well as LMU.
How has it been, Buddy L?
Dude, it's been good. We were just hanging out with the Drew Swank mob doing some practices, and we had some questions on LMU, so I thought, you know what? Having a chill day, not stressing. We ran the IMSA Endurance solo yesterday and finished 4th. That was nice. Pretty happy with that. 118 laps, I think. 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, it was, I got 20 incident points, and I took the Mustang. Nasher is another iRacer and is fond of the GTPs. I too am fond of the GTPs.
I'm just 3 days ago. I am not the cheating type, but...
Yes? You're not the cheating type, but... Alright, listen to this.
Air and track temperatures are rising. Air temp is now 26. Track temperature is now 37 Celsius.
You damn AI, you beat me up, man. Come on.
The pit exit's clear. Alright, Shane? You've had a bit of bodywork damage there. You've got cold brakes all round. Be careful.
True. My secret to a decent
Must
lap
say this thing is quite cunning, haha.
at Monza is that corner. If I can get that corner right, I'm typically having a good day.
Are the default setups good in LMU?
Kinda. Yeah, they're actually not bad. They're pretty stable. They have Coach Dave's available and built in. Alright, let's go get a new car. And I'll show you the setups. Okay, so you get Coach Dave built in. So if it's a fixed...
I use default setups in a racing, so...
The options are fairly similar. People tend to mess with the traction control a little bit more here because you've got slip angle, not just power cut. With iRacing's a little bit simplified. I think it's got lateral in iRacing though, which is your slip. One of the things I love about LMU, if I can find it, is it doesn't automatically, well, one of the things, it doesn't automatically change tires. So those tires will stay on the car until I change them. And if I don't change them before the race, and the race doesn't say you have to use the qualifying tires, then you could go out on old tires. There is somewhere here, at least it used to be, where it has, it's an LMDH setting. Well, it's not a setting, it's just, it was like a mouse over, or it just said, for this tire, and it was the medium, the peak grip is at 80 degrees centigrade. Which is awesome. It actually gives you something to aim at in your dash to be in the window. Alright. The default setups aren't too bad. So what I'm finding, so say for the Mustang, the default setups on iRacing have got the front sway bar at 5 and the rear sway bar at 1.
There's traffic behind. Sector 2 is green. Blue flag. The leader's just done a 155.80.
To help make them stable and help the rookies. And the Apex setups have got 5 and 5 on their sway bars. Here's a Valkyrie.
Left side, clear left.
So much like iRacing and other titles that have...
Faster car approaching, blue flag.
These new tire models.
Right. Clear right.
You have to warm them up. Now, as a nicety, LMU added tire blankets that don't exist in real, like GT3s don't get them.
155.15.
But they added them, so if you want to use it, you can, but you don't have to. Alright, 150 footpath.
Blue flag.
That's a pretty decent memory. Up to 4th before there if you got the tires up. Temperature. I use, again, not sponsored, I paid for it myself. I use an AI coach called Trophy AI. If you check my YouTube channel, you'll see videos there with the AI coach. And does a pretty good job of it helped me with things like trail braking that I needed help with. Getting back into it. still pushing a bit through the second part of that. I want more grip. Tires still coming up.
Your tyres are cold, watch out. Past the car behind.
Thanks, Jim. I just said that. Alpine.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Seen any LMP2s go by yet? The Nasher.
Brake temperatures look good.
How do you like LMU? That's better. Get a grip through there now. My brake bias at 51. Yep, not bad. Oh, you guys can see when I change brake bias now.
Me too. There's a group of faster cars behind. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
And the AI is pretty good.
Car left. Clear left.
You can have decent races for practicing racecraft, and I use it more for traffic. A lot of the times I'll jump in a practice session in iRacing and there's just no one there to race against. I'm not there to hot lap, I'm there to see where I need to change my hot lapping lines.
Sector 3 is now
to,
yellow. Okay, Shane, there's a faster class car
overtake.
approaching. Sector 3 is now clear. We think that Nato has gone off.
I am going now, thank.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Carol. Make sure you drop a subscribe so you get notified when I go live. I do this pretty much every day.
Right.
Thanks to
Clear
a
right.
great stream.
You're very welcome. Need to carry more speed through there, but it's still pushing. Well, you know, for a stock standard setup, it's okay. We get any pull in third? Not bad, it did trigger the ABS. So.
Faster cars approaching. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Alright, now that tyres are warm, we'll drop there.
B4. Clear left.
I guess I left too much room. Oh, triggered the ABS there.
Blue flag. The leader has just done a 155.04.
I do like their off-track system in LMU.
The car behind's a faster class. On clear left.
Yeah.
Yellow flag sector 2.
Alright, so seems we're doing an overview. We look at the replay. That's not me. What? Huh? What's going on? Oh wait, there we are. Oh, that looks cool. There's something I gotta tweak on this. It's got a, I don't know, is it the blur? You like the blur? I don't know. Doesn't look as crisp as some others. I could maybe turn it down. Oh yeah, they have liveries now. If you wanna pony up the subscription, you can have your own livery on the car. Oh, is that the one I bent? Or had bent for me? I find in LMU I can just concentrate on the driving more, and just there's less crap going on all around it than in iRacing. I don't know. Maybe it's just easier and simpler because there's less cars. I did more laps than I thought. I think they only did one, but I did more. Oh yeah, I remember them coming down. Yeah, that's a good shot. That Alpine reminds me so much of the Acura. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know. Alright, let's go see back. Go see what Swanko's doing. See if we want to get involved or...
Okay, Shane. 15 minutes
Pardon me.
left. That's 15 minutes.
Sort of chilling.
That's the end of the session. E4.
Bye, Jim. Actually, Jim will stay on. Because that's how Jim works. Although it's kind of cool that Jim will automatically switch between games now. Hopefully they finished whatever crap MX5 thing they were doing at a Roval. I'd like to do another Silverstone. What's he doing? Silverstone at...
What? But I'm going to carry it.
Tsukuba? Last time I raced Tsukuba was in the dark. That was a trip. That was Porsche Cup in the dark.
Thought for sure he's going to hit me there. Okay, here we go. Sliding. He's sliding. 12 is sliding. I got to really pass 12 is really what it comes down to.
Yes. That is really what it comes down to, Drew. But we can get him on the next race, whatever that is. In the meantime, what shall we go practice? Oh, I know what we're going to go practice. I know. Got a Porsche race tonight. At my favorite track. I'm a little annoyed you can't set up an AI session from the hosted. I can do a test drive, but I can't set up. Alright, 71. Well, let's jump in a test drive and see what it gives us. $71, partly cloudy. It's alright. 250. Let's jump in it, just mainly for rain, to check on the rain. Blame it on the rain, yeah, yeah. Maximus Black is playing poker.
Radio check.
He did iRacing briefly, that's how we ended up following him. That's nuts. Shroud's got like 22,500 people watching him play Battlefield 6. That's nuts. I did actually watch him a couple of days ago. He's really, really good. I played Battlefield 6. I enjoyed it. I will not be buying it. Welcome to the sandpit of my nightmares. But I have an idea. And it may not be worth it. Okay. Sway bars 2 and 6. I'm curious. Oh, is there a Laguna? There is a Laguna. 1 and 6. Isn't that interesting? I do find that rather interesting. Let's take the default setup first. Well, at least it's not raining, but it is Laguna. Alright, do have to change my point of view. So on the Mustang, I am 4 centimeters up and run an FOV of 100. Most other cars I run very close to level, like maybe a centimeter up, and 105 or 110 as my point of field of view. Now, part of the reason for having AI, I'll set AI 50 to 75%, or I think I might have gone 55 to 80% as I get better. And then I see what lap times they put down and have something to aim at.
Pit lane speed limit is 56 kilometers per hour.
Hey Nashers, if you're still around, do you see the shorts pop up? You watching any of the shorts? We raced here 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. But it was the LMP3 GT4 TCR race. I think I'm going to do a video on the traction circle. I sat in a couple of practices with Swank's crew, and they were talking about the benefits of front-wheel drive and how it's not wrong-wheel drive. It's like, well, it is wrong-wheel drive. Why is front-wheel drive wrong-wheel drive? Well, allow me to explain. Your car has 4 rubber donuts that spin in a standard car. The rear wheels drive and the front wheels steer. Well, in a front-wheel drive car, you're asking the front tires to steer, accelerate, and brake. With a little help from the rear wheels.
That lap time was 1:30.65.
The problem arrives when you realize that your contact patch with the ground only has a finite level of grip. And it's a circle. So if you draw a line up to represent deceleration because you're braking, you have less room to go to the side before you hit maximum grip. So if you're asking a tire to do more than one thing at a time, you have to work within the limitations of the grip available. And that's why having a tire steer and a separate tire drive typically provides more grip and a faster car. Now that being said, a front-wheel drive car does have benefits in the wet, in the snow, in the mud, because it'll push.
You've just done a 1:30.16
before it spins. Not to say you can't spin a front-wheel drive car. Take the Acura, dump it into this corner, and lift off the gas. It'll spin. And then, when you say those things, the people who like front-wheel drive cars will leap to the defense, and you can't change their mind. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. You like what you like. It doesn't harm me if you don't like what I like. That's cool. And hell, I'm driving a TCR in the league this season. I'm hating it. And I can tell you why I'm hating it. Shane, tell us why you're hating it. Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, the old tires for iRacing have a lateral stability problem and a tire temperature spiking problem. Which makes it difficult for me. Other people can do it, I can't. It makes it difficult for me to have feeling for what the tire wants and is doing below 100 kilometers, and especially around the apex. What you want to do is you get on the brakes, you squeeze the brakes harder and harder and harder and down to the apex, and then you accelerate. Standard corner. But I wasn't feeling the car down to the apex and would end up sliding or locking up the brakes, which with the old tire model spikes the temperatures and leads to less grip, less grip, less grip, less grip, sliding into a wall. Which is why you always had to underdrive iRacing tires. So the newer tires,
the track temperature's decreasing. It's now 38 Celsius.
Have a higher tolerance for that. They're not perfect yet. They're a lot better. Unfortunately, the Porsche doesn't have it either. So I'm still struggling around the apexes with this tire, but I'm getting better.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
And that's why I like the GT3s, and I'm driving the shit out of them this year, because I can actually get down to the apex before getting back on the gas. Now I'm getting better with this car, but I've had to practice my ass off to do it. There you go, that's a lot of words for why front wheel drive is wrong wheel drive. And it's basically traction budget. And I still think one of the funniest things in motor racing that you could ever see is front-wheel drive drag cars. They are hilarious. And they're awesome. Because you're not asking the car to turn. Or stop, really. And they put these huge grippy tires on at the front and really nothing in the back. It doesn't matter. It's basically a wheelbarrow. So interestingly, I find that when I'm conscientious enough to publish a couple of the shorts from the previous stream before I go live, YouTube numbers are better. Doesn't seem to impact Twitch at all, or Kick, but they are YouTube shorts.
That was at 130.64. You're currently 0.48 off your best.
I'm not finding this particularly tail happy. Kind of curious why the Apex setup's got a stiffer front sway bar. It's only one click, but still. Yep, there's that brake feel, or lack of it. Okay, and then I don't have my race laps on, so I'll fix that. What's Swank doing? Right, close of the race laps, open of the race laps. They're doing IMSA at Tsukuba? That's just mean. What's he got? Oh, is it PCC? we can jump in. Go see what's what. I could take the MX-5. I'm terrible at the MX-5. What else can we take? I don't do PCC a lot. Maybe I should. Or they jumped in someone else's? Or they jumped in an official? What's going on here, boys? No, because he clicked over to qualifying. No, he clicked qualifying. Is that a D? Yeah. Alright, so he's not in that one. Surely. They just went to qualifying. Could also be that it's not available to jump in. Not that. Only 28 races on. That must be someone else's race, maybe?
That sign. Okay, I'm gonna change over to best sector on my delts. I'm gonna hook this a little, take it a little later. Oh, that's the best I've ever done.
One more lap.
I even had more out there.
You're in pole. You need to find a 10th in sector 3.
Okay, 10 in sector 3, happy.
Oops.
Oh, this is sketchy.
You're 10th off in sector 1.
10th off in sector 1. That was good. That was really good, baby. I went to 4. I'm sorry.
I like to jump in this, but I can't see it.
It wasn't horrible. There we go.
All right, there's ticket flag.
Well, I was going to jump in, but I
we
can't
didn't get
see
the
what
pole.
race it is.
We didn't get the pole. It's okay. I mean, it's kind of like NASCAR, right? Like the times are so close together. I would have been sad if I was pole, though. I'd have been a little sad. I would have been sad. Because I'd have been like, ah, dang, we're going to just pull. It's, you know, it's like, it's, you know, we would have just pulled away. Right? But now I know we got some battles.
All right, so if we go to Tsukuba.
Choice is the ultimate luxury, and now it's yours with Taco Bell's $5 box, $7 box, and $9 box. Now featuring the cheesy street chalupas. That's luxe for less. The $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes only at Taco Bell.
Testing, 1 2 1 2. This is me outside the VOC tent. Testing, 1 2 1 2. This is me recording inside.
No idea. Tried to jump in, but not, can't see it. I'm pretty sure it's not official, right? Or was PCC? Was it? It wasn't Tsukuba. It could have been. It is. Okay. So they're in an official session, and I missed it. God damn it. Okay, no, that's fine. We're good. let's just go raid Swank, maybe. Unless there's something else you want to do. Gotta go get dinner ready here shortly. Thank you very much for hanging out today. It's been an awesome stream. We've had a lot of people stopping by. It's been very, very cool. We did some practice, had some fun, did some LMU. My voice is getting rat-assed, so I appreciate you very much for taking some time out to stop by. I know you don't have to, and I really do appreciate it. Remember to like, do all those things that help you get informed when I go live. I try to do this every day. And we're sort of working back towards our previous schedule. We're in there now. This is when I would normally stream. Maybe we'll change it up for like Saturdays and today's, Saturday and Sundays, and then go back to normal 1 to 5 the rest of the time, but we'll see. See what makes sense. Trying to work out when you guys are stopping by looking at my stats and making sure that we're trying to service as many of you as possible. Because who doesn't like a good servicing? I may pop the stream back up later for the Porsche Cup race. In fact, I'm leaning towards that I will. I am terrible at it, but I may be one of the slowest in the Porsche Cup. But you will see some 3, 4, 5K drivers who are simply amazing, who have done lots of work in the Porsche Cup, and they're just really, really, really good. So I'm there to learn. It's part of a learning league. We're a bit big for actual learning, but you know, we accept all comers. I believe I'm currently running second in my 2 primary series, which ironically is Porsche Cup and TCR. I think I'm running second in both of those series, and like 15th or something in GT3. We have a lot more in GT3, and I wasn't particularly good. I'm getting better. And we are split. We split between amateur and pros, and so that's why I can be second. I'm second in amateur, and then I'm not stacking myself up against 3, 4, 5K drivers, other than for giggles. We're not competing against each other. I think the break is like 3K to pro, or if you're in the top X number of drivers in qualifying for the first few races, then they'll promote you to pro. So I'm not in any fear of hitting 3K anytime soon. I do want to get back to 2K though. Both oval and sports car. I had oval at 21 and change, and then had a few bad races, so it's fallen to 1800, and my sports car was up around 1850, 1900, and then I've had a couple of bad weeks, but now bouncing back. We were down to like 1250, 1300. Now we're closer to 15. So we're getting there. Trying to concentrate on clean races. The more safety rating you save up, the more you can spend it. Sacrifice safety rating for I rating. But you can't do that if you don't have any safety rating. All right. Again, thank you very much for hanging out. We are going to go raid Drew because we just were racing with him. We'll wait till he gets back so we can actually say hi. But you've been hearing him talk all freaking afternoon when I mute him, because he does talk even more than I do. Oh, he's gonna make it through the night. All right, you wonderful people. Thank you very much for hanging out. We'll be back tonight and then tomorrow. Be good to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. And have a fabulous time. Normally I don't raid people this big, but I know Drew. Peace. Love you guys. Peace. Did I not click it? Did I miss a button? I did miss a button.